Welcome to reality. You're now on the Code of Mind channel. Most of us live our lives with absolute certainty that the world around us is a solid, unshakable stage. We believe the table we sit at, or the sky above our heads, exist on their own, unchanging. And we are just random passers-by inside this physical container. This is the fundamental illusion that keeps us asleep. In the 1990s, neuroscientists studying vision discovered something you still won't find in school textbooks. Their conclusion was simple. The world we call external does not physically exist the way we perceive it. Think about this. Light is just a stream of photons hitting your retina. Your eye instantly converts that signal into electrical impulses. Those impulses travel through the optic nerve into the back of your brain, and there, in complete darkness inside your skull, your brain turns on its rendering engine. It builds a complex 3D simulation. It gives it depth, meaning, and then projects it outward, making you believe it exists outside of you. Color, sound, smell. These are not properties of matter. They are interpretations of your biological software. In objective reality, there is no red. There is only a frequency of electromagnetic waves. You are the one who makes it red. Robert Lanza, one of the most cited biologists in the world and listed by Time among the 100 most influential people, spent over 30 years studying this interface. In 2007, he introduced biocentrism, and it shocked the scientific community. He flipped the entire structure of reality. Life and consciousness are not products of the universe. The universe is a product of consciousness. Let that sink in. We are not users of reality. We are its operating system. We are the ones who forgot the admin password, and today, we begin recovering it. Lanza is not a mystic. He is not a theorist. His conclusions come from decades of laboratory research. Biocentrism is built on principles that completely rewrite our understanding of existence. Principle 1, reality requires an observer. Without consciousness, there is no space. There is no time. Before observation, the universe exists as a field of probabilities, a cloud of infinite possibilities. Only observation collapses it into something solid. Lanza states it clearly. If a tree falls in the forest and no one observes it, the event does not occur as a physical reality. Objects exist only in relation to the observer. Principle 2, time is a construct. In 2019, a study published in Science confirmed, the human brain has no organ to perceive time. We do not feel time the way we feel heat or light. The brain generates the sense of time after the fact. To organize experience, we are not moving through time, we are generating it, frame by frame, like a media player creating motion from still images. From the perspective of biocentrism, death is not an end. It is a limitation inside the current biological model. Outside of it, there is no beginning, no ending, only an infinite present. When the body stops, consciousness does not disappear. It continues to render reality on another frequency. The universe is not a container that created you. It is an interface you generate to experience. You are not inside the world. You are creating it. Donald Hoffman, The Interface Theory. If Lanza gives us the biological foundation, Donald Hoffman, a cognitive scientist at Caltech, goes further. He translated perception into mathematics. In his 2015 theorem, Fitness Beats Truth, he proved, evolution never aimed to show us reality as it is. It optimized for survival, not truth. Your perception is an interface, not reality. Hoffman explains it simply. You see an apple on a table and believe it is real, but you are not seeing the apple. You are seeing an icon, like on a computer desktop. The icon is not the file. Behind it, complex code, electrical signals, system processes. But the interface hides all of that. Because you don't need it to function. If you saw reality as it truly is, your brain would overload. So the system simplified everything. Space, time, These are not properties of the universe. They are the layout of your interface. Your senses are input devices, a mouse, a keyboard, and all of it exists for one reason. So you never open the console, so you stay a user, believing the icon is the truth. But remember, every system has an admin mode, and if reality is an interface, then it has settings, which means you have access. You just forgot. The only question is, do you know how to log in as yourself? And are you ready to see the code behind your life? This is not mysticism. These are documented anomalies, moments when the system failed to block access, and the observer interacted directly with reality. Let's look at them. Anomaly 1. Placebo effect. A 2020 Harvard meta-analysis showed patients with severe Parkinson's disease improved in 34% of cases after receiving a saline injection. No active substance. From biology, impossible. From a systems perspective, logical. The brain received authorization for healing and executed it. The body followed the command. Reality rendered recovery, ignoring chemistry completely. This is a direct override of biological limitations. Anomaly 2. Monks rewriting the brain. A 2011 Harvard study revealed Tibetan monks with decades of meditation practice physically changed their brain structure. The amygdala, fear center, shrunk. The prefrontal cortex, awareness control, expanded. This is not mood. This is software rewriting hardware, not metaphorically, physically, at the level of neural tissue. Anomaly 3. The observer effect in biology. The legendary experiment by Cleve Baxter, which was successfully replicated at Moscow State University in 2003, reveals the most chilling truth. Plants connected to detectors reacted to a human's intent to harm them, such as burning a leaf, even before the person took physical action. The system read the administrator's command the very moment it originated in consciousness, fractions of a second before it materialized in the visual interface. This proves that intent is the primary impulse that changes the state of the field instantly. These are documented moments of truth, moments when the observer, consciously or accidentally, hijacked the cursor from the server's automation and proved, we are not victims of the program. We are its co-authors. You are the observer. According to Lanza's biocentrism, you are primary. According to Hoffman's mathematics, the world around you is merely an interface rendered specifically for you. The conclusion is simple. Your attention is the administrator's cursor in this system. Most people use this tool unconsciously. Wherever you direct your attention with total conviction, the system fixes probabilities, turning them into dense physical reality. The problem is that when you are in a mode of panic, fear, or lack, your cursor freezes on the icons for problem, scarcity, or illness, and the system obediently executes the command. It fixes that exact scenario. You are simply pressing save over and over on an old, corrupted file of your life. Science versus magic. It is vital to understand one thing that separates the scientific approach from magic. Popular books on the law of attraction mislead you, making you think you are a little person who must beg for something from a vast universe. This is a lie. You are not a user of the system. You are its substrate. By the very definition of quantum reality, you are that universe which has temporarily decided to play the role of a limited user. Imagine the ocean. It is boundless and one. But at some point it decides to express itself as a wave. For a moment, the wave becomes separate and unique. It rushes toward the shore and forgets it is the ocean. It fears crashing. It fears disappearing, not realizing its true nature is the entire depth of the water, not just its foamy crest. The administrator password. The admin password is not a magic spell or a positive affirmation in the mirror. It is a point of ultimate honesty within you. It is the moment you stop identifying with a character whose life is falling apart, and remember, you wrote this program. As soon as you reclaim the position of the observer, the cursor is back in your hands. At that moment, the wave function of your life is ready to collapse into any new scenario you choose to render. The Gnostics realized this structure 2,000 years ago. In the Nag Hammadi texts, the very manuscripts that official institutions of power tried to erase from history for 1,600 years, a direct warning was left. It literally says, "The archons keep consciousness in ignorance of its true nature. Note that the system does not try to kill you or enslave you physically. There is no point in that. It acts more subtly. It keeps you in a state of mental amnesia." Why does the system need a sleeping god? Because a sleeping god is the perfect, infinite source of resources. As long as you don't remember that you are the operating system, you remain an ordinary user. You dutifully pay for your subscription to this reality with the most expensive currency, your fear and anxiety. Your panic is the fuel used to render the current world order. You generate energy by obediently staying in the reality branch assigned to you from above, never suspecting you could create your own. The system does not fear your political slogans or physical revolutions. They are just part of the game within the interface. It fears only one thing: critical mass. The moment when enough users simultaneously remember their password and realize that the rules are an illusion. In that second, it ceases to be a system. It collapses, exposing its true essence. A collective dream of powerful beings who simply agreed to pretend they don't know who they really are. Your awakening is not an exit from the world. It is the realization that the world is you, having decided to briefly forget your greatness. It benefits the system for you to seek salvation anywhere except in the console of your own consciousness. Because as soon as you enter the password, the prison turns into a playground. Operating instructions. 3 steps to reclaim your reality. Step 1. Shift your point of identification. Break the emotional bond with the character. Stop identifying as Ivan, who has family problems, or Alex, who is drowning in debt. You are not this character. You are the observer currently experiencing a scenario titled Ivan or Alex. This isn't a poetic metaphor. It is a fundamental principle of quantum mechanics. The observer is always primary. The character is secondary. When you confuse yourself with the hero of the game, you voluntarily drop the cursor and hand control to the server's automation. Get back in the player's chair. Step 2. Conscious direction of attention. Remember, your attention is not just a gaze. It is a magical rendering tool. Whatever you look at, the system translates from a cloud of probability into solid matter. Make it a rule. Every morning, right after waking up, spend exactly 60 seconds of pure intentional attention on the state you want to fix as your reality. This is not a prayer. It is a cold act of an observer deliberately directing the collapse of the wave function to a specific point. You aren't asking the system. You are setting the coordinates for the render. Step 3. Exit the fear loop. Fear is the most powerful authorization signal for the old scenario. Every time you react to interface events with habitual horror or anxiety, you are literally screaming to the system, "Yes, keep everything as it is. This is real. Continue rendering this nightmare." Your emotional reaction is the glue that binds you to the current version of the world. Stop clicking on icons you don't like. Next time a problem occurs, don't react to the icon. Look into the code. Realize these are just pixels you empowered over yourself. God does not fear, God chooses. We are finished for today. Only one question remains. Are you truly ready to remember that this choice has always belonged to you? Do not wake the sleeping. Wake up yourself. Thank you for being with me on this channel. I wish you the best possible branch of reality. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Take care.